Well, this morning, I've been out here all night. Haven't caught anything yet. I stayed at the lake, I don't know, hour and a half. Then I came here. I made a little video last night showing the light working on the fishing pole. But I've been out here all night and not nothing. A few little bumps, but I've lost no bait. So I forgot my shad at the house, and I didn't want to throw my throwing net. I'm just a little weak. But so I figured it's light out. It's I don't know. What time is it? About 6 o'clock. Nah, it won't show me. There it goes. Yeah, 6:04. So, hoping I catch a bass. I got a whopper plopper a guy gave me last year out on the lake. He forgot his fishing pole, didn't have his paddle, didn't have no mosquito spray, and the mosquitoes were getting bad. It was getting dark. He had an old fishing pole that was his daughter's. I mean, it was a nice, spin cast, but older one. So he was going to leave, and I'm like, no. I said, here's some spray. I said, you're welcome to use any of my fishing poles that you want. I said, here's a paddle. I said, I'm going to be out here till dark. I said, you'll go enjoy yourself. So he sprayed himself down. He went out there, and it started getting dark. So I started loading everything up so I could sit and wait on him. And he come and gave him my paddle and everything back. And he said, here you go. I've been catching a lot of bass out here with it. I got a bunch of these. Give it a try. Maybe you catch you something. I ain't caught nothing. Well, I did the other day. I hung into a little one, and it got off about the second jump. And when I reeled it in, come to find out one of my hooks were bent real bad. So Bob gave me a pair of pliers and straightened it out. But something is wrong with this whopper plopper. The fin here is supposed to move real freely, and it don't. That wire in there, I gotta bend it all the time. See, it spins better now, but it'll stop spinning, then the whole lure spins around and around. Well, that doesn't do right. It doesn't, work like the whopper flopper. But I'm gonna try the whopper flopper. I got a Rapala, and I got one of my spinner baits, yellow and black. I got a lot more, but I don't want to dig them out, so I figured I'll try the yellow and black, see how it does. I haven't caught one on that in a long time. Well, yeah, it's been a while since I caught one on the yellow and black. Then I got one of my favorite baits, my Rapala, which the brokeback ain't my favorite, but that color without all the stripes, just the yellow, or they call it different things. I call it yellow. But I've used that Rapala yellow, the 2-inch, or the 2.5-inch, the 3-inch, the 3.5, and the 4, and I have caught a lot of bass. Any places I've ever went fishing, I've used that and outfished a few places up north. When I come down south, I use the Kastmaster spoon, and wherever there was a little bit of running water, running into the lake or the river or rapids, man, I would just tear them up with that Kastmaster. Something about the way that thing, it moves good in the water. But how I found that is Michigan, you can't use throw nets. You have to use a spoon or a hook. You got to snag shad. And they used to come in at the channel where the salmon run, and they come in thick. You just throw out there, well, they think it's another shad, and they run right into it. Yeah, shad ain't very smart. But that's how we had to catch them. Well, it did so good, and it was catching bass and walleye. And I caught something else with it. I don't remember what it was while I was trying to catch shad, but, well, I know I caught a bass, but there was another fish. I don't know if it was the yellow perch I caught, but anyway, I caught something. Might have been the rock bass, but I fell in love with Kastmaster. I bought a bunch of them, and back then they were $2.50, $3, some $2 each. Now these things are $7 for a regular Kastmaster, but luckily they sell the generics too. But up in Michigan 10 years ago, they had a sale at Walmart, and they had all the Kastmasters for $1. They did that down here too. I mean, it's amazing going from $5 to $7 down to $1. Well, I buy every one of them when they do that. I keep an eye on them because I go through a lot of them. You know, get hung up or, you know, catch a fish and to break off, which the stripers love it too. But I never got to use it in Alabama because, or wait, or did I? When did I? No, I think I found it when I went back when I was, no, because I was in Texas when I was 23. And my neighbor talking about all these bass he catches, and I told him what I used. Oh, that ain't, you can't catch nothing with that out here. And man, I whooped up on him. Well, then he's like, can I borrow one? Well, then he lost it. He's, man, you got another one? I said, yeah. And he lost it. He got the third one. He didn't lose it. And he says, I'll buy you some more. I'm like, I ain't worried about it. I got about 6, 7 more. I said, I bought like 20 or 30 of them. I had generics and the original Castmaster. And he ended up going to the store and he bought a whole bunch of them. He was out there. He was tearing up the bass. But over there at the lake over in Colorado City, where Grandpa, when he passed away, he had a house on a private lake. And we got to go over there fishing all the time for free. We didn't have to pay, I think, unless we launched our boat. But I got to fish the dock for free, and the dock was cool. It had a big old like house out, you know, after you walk out the 100 yards. Then there's like a big old house with a hole in the floor. And you used to be able to sit there and just fish for, you know, bass or brim or whatever would come up in there. They had trees in there, like Christmas trees they dropped, and they would, that's how they would, you know, get the fish in there and they'd feed them. But there was a hot water inlet. I don't remember why that was running in there, but they had a big fence. Like, say, you see where that house is? Say that, or say right there, say there's water on the other side. They had a big fence that was friggin' 10 foot high. So we'd have to come up to it, tie it to our boat to the thing, put our arms through the rails and fish that away. It was wild. I lost so many lures in there because it's nothing but rocks. You know, but man, the bass were just ganged up in there chasing the shad and the bait fish. I loved fishing that spot. Which back then I didn't have a boat, so the only way I can get out there is if I went fishing with the neighbor. Thank God he loved to fish. He run trot lines. He was the first one I ever see do a trot line where he dropped it slap on the bottom, and he had to have a big gaff hook or big treble hook in order to get it up, and he had to find it. And sometimes it'd take us 30 minutes to an hour to find where it is. He wouldn't leave a jug. I don't know if people in Texas are just a bunch of thieves and they run your lines, because he said he wanted, because I guess he had fish stolen before. But he had a big old like trough on his porch with a big pump in there, and he used to buy a bunch of goldfish, because goldfish were legal to fish over there, and that's what he was catching his big bass on. They love them goldfish over in Texas. I mean, I've used them here, Michigan, Alabama, but for some reason, Texas, in that lake, the catfish just love the goldfish. Okay, well, I didn't mention it last night, but I've had some videos I did. You know, I've stayed out all night almost every weekend now, but I ain't really made no videos. Jason Williams is doing a giveaway, and I did a video here 2 months ago, and I don't think I ever gave it to him. I told him which one, where it was. I don't know if he ever went and got it or not, but there's like there's about 5 videos, but I could have used, you know, 3 of them, you know, to do it. I wished I could edit them or have somebody take the 3 videos, put them together, you know. I don't know if it cost me $5, $10, you know, I don't mind, you know, but I need to learn to edit. I got my computer. It ain't really acting right, but I tried to get a thing on there to editing, and I can't find I don't know what to look for. You know, on my phone, I know what to look for, but on the computer, and it's not Windows. My tablet was Windows, but this is regular Android, I guess, or I don't know what it is, but you know, I don't know what to look up. But I do need to. It's been a year and a half, so I do, as much as I don't want to, but I need to learn to edit. But anyway, Jason, if you'll let me use this video, I was at the lake for about an hour and a half or whatever. Then I came out here. I did a video with the fishing pole with the light on that. And now that it's morning, it shows that I've been out here all night. And I'm going to probably be out here, I don't know, maybe most of the day. I don't want to go home. I just, after what happened to me last weekend, the old friends of mine that were supposed to come down and help me, they come down here, spent 30 minutes and went back home. They prepared for a month and a half to come down here, got down here, and her two kids, a 21 or 22-year-old and 18-year-old, threw a fit, jumped in their U-Haul. Well, the 18-year-old boy jumped in the U-Haul and just took off, went back to Michigan. She had to chase him down, and she was up in Arkansas, I guess, before she caught him. But it ended up being a big stink. But, now I lost a friend that, I dated 15 years ago, and Danielle, hadn't seen her since she was 2. The breakup wasn't very good. But she got a hold of me. She wanted to work things out. The funny thing, she still does. I can't do that again. She had me stressed out for a month trying to clean 2 trailers. Was going to pay Danielle, so now Danielle's not getting paid. They ignored Danielle after they got here. It was a big mess up. Now the 17-year-old, the son's, Dustin's girlfriend, Brooke, is calling my daughter, telling her to F off and go get F'd, and telling her she's crazy, I'm crazy. I had a house for them to live in. I knew they weren't going to stay in the trailer, so I had a house. They would not wait till the next morning. They had the truck for 2 more days. They wouldn't wait till the next morning. So they just took off, went back to Michigan. So I've probably got to cancel my surgery now. I was supposed to have hip surgery. But I've got nobody to drive me around, nobody to grocery shop. So I'm going to see what the doctor says. I'm getting Danielle's permit Monday. Somebody's actually buying it for me. That way Danielle can drive me. So maybe, I'll be good enough to get in the passenger side so we can get to the store. And I'll just stay in the truck. She can go in, do our grocery shopping or whatever, and, come back out and drive me home. The store ain't but a couple miles down the road. But she had me stressed out for a friggin' month. And then to pull all that, I ended up almost having a friggin' stroke. After what happened with her, then I came out fishing and caught a fish, and last weekend caught that 17-pound gar, and I almost called 911. I couldn't breathe. If it wasn't for that little fan that that lady sent me, or that company, I probably would have passed out. I was blacking out. I could not catch my breath. I couldn't breathe. The blowing the air from the fan into my face is what I think is probably what saved me. But I had chest pains for over an hour. And finally, one of my friends come out here and fished with me for a couple hours. But here for about a month now, I've been having chest pains here and there, and I'm scared to go to the doctor. I know I need to. People keep telling me to, but I don't like it. When something like that happens, they keep me or tell me something else is wrong. I don't want to have something else wrong. But I'm not even supposed to be fishing by myself anymore, because if I catch another big fish, I didn't fight that fish 10 minutes, and it took about 5 minutes to get it up the bank. I was so tired by the time I got it in. I couldn't get it in the net. I couldn't bring it up the hill. I had to drag it with my fishing pole in the net. It only fit half in the net. The fish was 4 foot long, so it wouldn't even go but half into the net. So it ended up cutting my toe. I got a big old gash on the tip of my toe. People seen it on Facebook, but I don't think I've showed it on YouTube. But that's one of the reasons I've been off of YouTube all week. And when I got home, I got sick. I don't know if it was due to the cut, if it got infected, but man, I got really sick that next day. I couldn't do nothing. I ended up spending 3 days in bed. I ate I bought a pizza the one night, and 3 days later, I was still eating on that pizza. I couldn't eat nothing but about 2 slices a day. I got sick to my stomach. I drank, I got sick to my stomach. Tangle up. But anyway, I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. But go check out Jason Williams. He's got a giveaway. If you go out camping once a month, stay overnight, stay the weekend, do whatever, show what you're doing. Me, I go out and I stay out all night. And, my daughter stays home or stays with a friend, which she broke her phone last night, called me crying. She's so upset. But yeah, it's been a lot of stress around the house. She's been actually gone for 4 days now with some friends. She's dyed her hair, and she had to be over there 2 or 3 days because she dyed her hair blonde so she could dye it red to where the red would stay, stay in. And I'm supposed to pick her up at 9 this morning, either this morning or Monday. And I'm going to take her up to McDonald's because they're hiring. I'm going to see if I can get her a job up there. She needs to go to work because I can't buy her a phone. I don't have 100 and something bucks because it's going to cost, that phone she wants, it's only $100, but it costs $25 to set it up, even though we got one through them. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. But she's all upset, and I hate hearing her cry. I hung up, and damned if I didn't start tearing up. I can't stand my daughter crying, and I just found out she's moving out in December. When she turns 18, her and her boyfriend, or I don't know where they're going. She said she didn't know. He's trying to get a job so they can get him a place, and so after December, I'm probably going to have to, I'm going to start selling more stuff now. All my vintage stuff, my collector's fishing stuff and camping stuff, I'm going to have to sell it. I'll give away the other stuff, but all the vintage stuff, I got to sell it, make me some money, get me a camper, sell my RV. I got the starter, I get it running, but I can't really drive the RV and have a truck, and I'd rather have a camper to pull. So I sell it, get a camper, sell the boat and van, and get me a better truck, trade that truck in off on something else. It runs great. I just need something with more pulling power. That's just got a 305, and I don't want to burn it up trying to pull a 18 or 24 foot camper. But let's see, where am I at minutes? Holy shit, 16 and a half. 17 minutes now. All right, I'm sorry I jattered on so long, but I wanted to catch a fish. That's why I kept fishing, just kept talking, which I shouldn't be talking about my life. I know y'all don't want to hear it. It's really nobody's business but mine, but that's the only way I can vent. I've got nobody I've got Bob to talk to, but, he's heard it all. We've been friends for over 8 years, and I vent, he vents, and sometimes I just got to talk to somebody else. Even if I just talk, I don't care who it is, just get it out. Even if I'm by myself, I do that a lot. I'll just start talking to God and asking him why, and just, chat with him for a while. But, I don't know. I've been having bad dreams, nightmares. I got a bad feeling something's going to happen here pretty soon. But anyway, I'll go ahead and shut up, and, maybe I'll get a bite later and I'll hit record right quick. Just there's shatter running, the fish are jumping. I don't know what they want. If I was in a boat, it'd be better. It's easier to throw to the shore and reel out. That way you can get down deeper for the deeper bass. But this stuff is so mucky down here. It's hard to push my wheelchair. And they finally got the back open, but they got a fence up now, so I can't go where I usually fish. So I think I'm fixing to go ahead and get the scooter put on my truck and figure a way to, put a couple fishing poles on there, put my tackle box. I can take one, just put it down by my feet. That way I can ride up and down the banks, and fish a little better. And then when I go out and take people fishing, I can, move around and not be in just one spot all the time. But y'all have a good day. Jason, if you can use this, just, let me know. If not, it's cool. But I thank you anyway. You're a good guy, and I love that giveaway you just won. You deserve that so much. You've done so much for the community. You're just an awesome guy. And I'm so glad I met you 2 Christmases ago. And you deserve everything that you get, I hope you win more giveaways. Just get blessed out of this world. But I just want to thank you for all you've done for me, for the talks on Facebook, just putting up with me. I really appreciate it. But everybody out there, y'all have a good day. Go out and go look through my sub list, AOK, go check them out. And Phil Rivers. And there's a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of guys out there. Michigan Woodsman. Country Prepper. There's a lot of guys out there, really good, decent people. They help the community. They throw a giveaway here and there. They always bless others with their, Jiu-Jitsu 2000. He just sends stuff to people's giveaways. Said, here, give this away too. Just good people on YouTube. I honestly wished I could travel and I could go to each state and meet everybody that I've met on YouTube. It's like having a family I've never had. Y'all have just been so nice to me, putting up with my garbage, listening to me, vent. And, YouTube ain't supposed to be about my problems. It's supposed to be about having fun. And so I'm really sorry that I vent a lot. If y'all ever get tired of it, just tell me. I don't mind, stopping and doing something different. To be honest, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do YouTube. I got a lot on my mind and I don't know what to do. I just know I got to start selling things, feeling better, lose this weight, this pain is just unfriggin' real. I've got to get me a rollaway bed so I can be able to lay on my side while I'm out here fishing. I got a frame that's kind of low to the ground, but I'm fixing to make something out of it and get me some kind of mattress to set on or lay on. That way when I stay overnight or go camping, I can lay down. My truck is it's comfortable to a point, then it's hard to sit in there. But y'all have a good one. I appreciate everybody that's followed me and, talked to me, comment on my videos. But y'all have a blessed day. God bless everyone.